Hey guys, this is Chauncy The Realtor, also Coach Chauncy over at Hopkins High School Football. So happy to bring you a powerful story about a local business owner here at Nautical Bowls. Her name is Monica. She makes amazing desserts, healthy, good for you, and full of love. If you're thinking about buying, selling, investing in real estate, I'll be happy to help you with that. But check out this video to learn more about Monica and her franchise location of Nautical Bowls. Monica,
Yes.
here we are at your lovely franchise.
Yes.
Just want to get to know you more, share your powerful story. You and I had a chance to talk off camera already, and it inspired me already, so I can't wait to get started. So the first question I have for you that you want to share with the people, before you started your Nautical Bowls franchise, what were you doing before, or what kind of work were you in? Did you have other businesses? What was your story before you got to Nautical Bowls?
I work in a bank. My background is in banking. I started as a teller slash banker. So I help customers doing, the normal transactions, helping with wires, some normal things that you do at the bank. And then a couple years after, I decided to join operations, and I start learning things in the back end, like fraud for debit cards, then processing the wires, the ACHs. So it was a lot of the behind the scenes that nobody knows. So I started doing that for almost 3 years, and then after that I decided to be on my own. I got tired, I guess, to working in the financial industry, and I asked my husband that I wanted to open a business. So he gave me ideas, and he told me that since I don't have much experience in doing things on myself, or maybe I don't have like a gift cooking, or doing things like that, so the best way for me to start a business would be joining a franchise. So I start looking for different franchises, and all of them were out of my budget. And then I remember that I met founders of Nautical Bowls when I was a teller, so I was the to-go person for them, and I helped them with everything. So, and then I learned that they started a franchise of Nautical Bowls, and I got in touch with them, asking about the opportunity, and so that's how I started.
That's awesome. And how long did you spend in the banking industry altogether?
I started in 2017, and I ended up in 2023.
Got it.
So probably 5-6 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also shared with me a little bit that you aren't originally from the United States.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I am from Bolivia. So I came here when I was 22
22.
with my husband. So the two of us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys came here originally to pursue education.
Right. Yes.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now that you've been with Nautical Bowls, how long have you had this particular location?
Since 2023, I opened in October 28, 2023.
Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, it's 2 years. And when you started your Nautical Bowls journey, like you said, you knew the original owner. So I think that's an important part that we should touch on, is that when they started Nautical Bowls, it was just one location.
Yes.
And they were getting it off the ground, and they were learning the business, and you learned that they were learning.
Exactly.
And you helped them a lot
Yeah.
with the financial end of things, because you were banking at the bank that they actually banked at.
Exactly. Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So then, after knowing those people, and you found out about Nautical Bowls as a franchise opportunity, it was kind of a full circle experience. Would you agree?
Yes.
That you would come back in touch with them?
Yeah.
And you also touched on off camera that you actually moved locations with the bank and they followed you
Exactly.
because your
Yeah.
relationship was so strong,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
So that's just awesome. I think that's important for us to share. When you started your Nautical Bowls franchise, what was the original feeling? When you first started it, you had a lot going on, you're starting a new business. What were some of the challenges or what was exciting? What was that feeling like when you started 2 years ago?
Um, well, the excitement was huge to see that that was mine, that something, a goal that I accomplished after so many years. I was dreaming about it, so the excitement was really high. However, it was also hard because I had to start from scratch, gain customers, learn the systems, and do things that I never done in my life, and also learn the food industry that I never work on it. So it was a lot of challenge for me, but here I am, still working and
2 years later.
doing it, and I'm still in this journey.
Awesome, awesome. Your story is so powerful. If you don't mind, if we can backtrack 1 second, can you say a little bit more about the sacrifices you made with your husband pursuing his education, and then you helped your daughter to get her education? Now you're putting your son through his sports and his activities and education, and how this particular opportunity is a treat for yourself. You told me that offline. Can you just share about that for another minute or two?
Yeah. Well, actually, so we came here very young, my husband and I, pursuing education, and so we have to choose between him going to school or me. And at that point, I was pregnant, so I told my husband, I think I want you to go to school and pursue your education, and probably after that, after I have the baby, I can go back. For different factors and reasons, I couldn't go back to school, and then so my daughter came along, my son, and so now my daughter is 22, and she's graduated from college with no debt, and which is amazing, I think. And so she has an amazing job. So I help her to achieve her dream. So my son is the youngest one, so he's graduating this year from school, but also he's already accepted in the engineering program. So I told my husband that I help everyone to make their dreams come true, and I wanted to be my turn to have my dream.
So awesome. And if someone's never heard of Nautical Bowls, and I'll be honest, when you and I met each other, you were at our football game. I'm the head. People that don't know, I'm the head football coach at Hopkins High School and also a real estate agent. So your story just grabbed me, and I felt drawn to you. But at the football game, before that game, I never heard of Nautical Bowls, had no idea what it is. So for people who may have been like me or are still like me and never heard of Nautical Bowls, how would you explain it, or what would you say Nautical Bowls is all about?
Well, Nautical Bowl is about nutrition, healthy life. So the way I always explain customers is that even though if it's a whole product that looks like an ice cream, which is not, it's a nutrition product that will fulfill you, and you will feel full for a couple hours like a regular food. It's a replacement food, and normally people who's vegan eat this kind of food, and people ask me, so where are you getting the protein, which is a huge question for everyone, right? And so I always respond them that the protein comes from the granola. We have a grinder for the almond and for the peanut butter, so they have fresh peanut butter and almond butter. And also there is other nutritions in the flavors, the acai has a lot of antioxidants. So if you see the whole picture, you are not eating like a hamburger. You are eating something that is healthy for your body. You are taking care of your body.
Awesome. So it's nutritious and delicious.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And personally, as someone who's had it a few times now, so I had it at the game, and I had to find a corner to go hide and eat it before the game. It was so delicious, I didn't want to stop eating it. And then now my wife has fallen in love with it, and she's had it. I don't want to say how many times on camera.
11.
So, yep, 11 times. Mrs. Williams-Bearfield had 11 times in 2 weeks, and she's telling the story to everyone because she and I both are trying to be as healthy as possible. So it's a delicious treat that you don't have to feel guilty about.
Exactly.
After you eat.
Yes.
So that's amazing. So if someone is looking at Nautical Bowls online, besides the fact that your story is what it is, why should they come to your location versus going to, I don't know, South Minneapolis or Maple Grove? What makes your location different than the others?
Well, I think it's the energy in this location is different from the others, and also because my team and I create the Royal Bowl that is in honor of the Hopkins High School, and I feel proud of being a Hopkins, and also proud of be of this community that is too much to give.
Awesome, and that's how we met. You took the time, effort, and energy to set up a whole on-location booth, and you actually gave part of the proceeds of the sales back to the team, which we truly appreciate. That's an amazing for you to have done. So you are truly a member of the community, and you're putting your mouth and your actions and your treats, to work in the community.
And also, I am true believer of education. And I feel like education should be for everyone. Everyone deserves an education. So what I want to do in this community is help people to go to college to make their dreams come true.
Awesome. So that's your why. That's why you do it.
Yes.
That's amazing. And my last question for you is, how can people find you? Do you have social media? Do you have website? How can people find you, come and participate here at the Delicious Treats?
Well, I have my TikTok account. If you go to Nautical Bowls Hopkins, I have my Instagram is the same, Nautical Bowls Hopkins, Facebook. So those are my three. And also, of course, the website, the main website for Nautical Bowls, it's Nautical Bowls Hopkins as well.
Awesome. So if you're looking for Monica and the Hopkins location, Nautical Bowls Hopkins bring you right here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So you moved here from Bolivia. Your husband, you put his education first. Obviously raised 2 kids.
Yeah.
So you put them first, and now it's Mama's turn.
Yes.
And this is making you happy?
Yeah.
You feeling fulfilled?
Yes. Finally, after so many years, yes.
Awesome. So thank you for being an amazing mother. And mothers make obviously huge sacrifices for the kids and for the husbands.
Yes.
Me being one of them, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Making the sacrifices you guys make. And now I'm so happy for you that you're happy and chasing this dream of yours.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cry. Thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Thank you.